Hey everyone, it's Susie from Freezer Fit. Welcome back to our channel. We are going to show you some of our absolute favorite freezer meal recipes. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get notified for all of our new videos. Let's jump right in. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a healthy chicken freezer meals class. If you're one of those people who love to take advantage of the bulk deals at your local grocery store, but you never know what to do with all that chicken, I got you. I'm going to show you some awesome recipe ideas for your chicken, and they're really good, so you might want to include them in your next batch. Let's get started. First, we have this delicious barbecue ranch chicken flatbread pizzas. I used to be obsessed with barbecue chicken pizzas with the ranch dressing on top. It was so good, but I decided to start doing some healthier choices in my life, so this is the healthy version of that. So if you like barbecue chicken, wait until you try with all the flavors from the ranch seasoning and on top of a flatbread. It's so good. Our first ingredient is going to be 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Also, I'm going to be adding all the meat at the end to avoid cross-contamination. And these meals are for a serving size of 4 people. So if you're cooking for more people, you can add a little more protein and probably a little more liquid on the day of cooking. 1 ounce of ranch seasoning mix. This is 1 ounce, so I'm just gonna add the package. Then we have, this is it. So on the day of cooking, you're going to need half a cup of chicken broth, half a cup of barbecue sauce, 3 to 4 naan bread, and 3 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. And that's it. To cook this, you want to add the chicken to the Instant Pot and pressure cook for 20 minutes and allow 10 minutes for natural release. Make sure the meal is thawed, and then you're going to start building your pizzas. You're going to start by adding all the chicken, the mozzarella cheese, and then you're going to bake it at 375 degrees for about 10 minutes. Or you can also do it my favorite way, is you're going to add the barbecue sauce, then the chicken, then the mozzarella cheese, and then you're going to bake it for 10 minutes, and you're just going to maybe chop some green onions, maybe a little more of like Paleo ranch seasoning, and maybe a little more of barbecue sauce on the top. It's never enough for me. I love barbecue sauce. And that's it for this recipe. Our next recipe is going to be Hawaiian chicken fajitas. I love this recipe. Pineapple is one of my favorite fruits, and I really love that flavorful, very sweet, sassy flavor that the pineapple brings to the chicken. I'm one of those persons that can never decide between sweet or salty for dinner, and this recipe just brings the best of both worlds. And it's the perfect summer recipe too. We're going to start by adding 1 slice green bell pepper, 1 slice red bell pepper, and 1 slice red onion. You can also use for this recipe those bags that have the tricolor peppers and the onion slices. It will save you a little bit of time. And we also have 1 can, 15 ounces of pineapple chunks, drained, but I personally like to save about 1/4 cup of the pineapple juice because I like it sweet. And we have 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm going to be using liquid aminos. You can also use tamari or anything you have. Perfect. 2 tablespoons of honey. I want to get all this honey in there because it just makes the difference. Like I say, sweet and salty. Now we have 1/2 teaspoon of 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and cut a teaspoon of salt. And that's it. So for this recipe, you're going to thaw the freezer meal. You're going to place all the fajita mixture into a large baking sheet. Make sure to get all the sauce from the back because the goodies are there. And you're gonna bake this for 15 to 20 minutes at 425 degrees until the chicken is cooked through and all the veggies are tender. And if you like everything a little more crispy, you can broil them for 2 to 3 minutes on high. And to serve this, I honestly recommend just serve it over a flour tortilla. Just keep it simple because it is already so flavorful. You don't need anything else. And we're done with this one. Next, we have Rosemary Dijon roasted chicken thighs. If you love honey mustard and herbs, this recipe is for you. The flavor, the combination of both just make this recipe really flavorful, and the chicken comes out so juicy. It is, this recipe could make anyone happy instantly. So if you're ever feeling a little sad, eat this because it's really good. We're going to start by adding one fresh rosemary spring chop. Cut a cup of Dijon mustard, 3 tablespoons of honey, and half a teaspoon black pepper, cut a teaspoon of salt. For this recipe, you are going to thaw the freezer meal and you're going to place the chicken thighs into a baking dish. And again, remember to get all the sauce from the bag, it's really important, and you're gonna pour it all over the chicken thighs. You're gonna bake this for 15 minutes at 425 degrees, and then you're gonna flip the chicken thighs and bake for another 15 minutes. When it's done cooking, honestly, I will serve it by itself. It is so good, but I like to serve it over cauliflower rice, but you can also use normal rice, pasta, maybe some asparagus or any veggies on the side. It is so good. And our last recipe is our Paleo buffalo chicken stuffed sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. They are a very nutritious vegetable / root. I personally enjoy stuffing it with all types of savory things. This recipe is healthy, it's flavorful, it is easy to make. It is also Whole30 and Paleo. And yeah, it's perfect for one of those busy nights too because it only needs a few ingredients. I'll show you right now. We are going to start, let's see, 3/4 cups of Paleo approved buffalo sauce. I got this one from Noble Made by the New Primal. Really good brand. I like to focus on products with really clean ingredients so I can see exactly what I'm putting in my bag and in my body. So 3/4 cups. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Half a cup of Paleo approved ranch, same, Primal Kitchen, really clean ingredients. And now 1 cup of diced celery, it's about 2 celeries. 1 cup of diced onion, 2 tablespoons of honey. Lots of honey in these recipes. I love it. I always need to buy a lot of honey for my house because I am obsessed with honey. My favorite snack is actually toast with almond butter and honey and a little bit of cinnamon. It is so good. If you haven't tried, you should try and let me know if you like it. Perfect. And now we need cut a teaspoon of salt, cut a teaspoon of black pepper, cut a teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1 tablespoon of arrowroot powder. So cut a teaspoon of salt, cut a teaspoon of black pepper, cut a teaspoon of ground cumin, and 1 tablespoon of arrowroot powder, which I have right here. And that's it. When you're ready to eat this, you are going to need 4 or 6, depending on how many people you are cooking this for, sweet potatoes, and you're going to bake them until they are soft inside so that you're able to stuff them. And to cook this, you can cook this in the crock pot or in the Instant Pot. If you're cooking it in the crock pot, it's 2 to 3 hours on low or 1 to 2 hours on high. And you're just going to shred the chicken and you're going to toss it back in the pot, let it, absorb all the flavor from the sauces, and you're just going to stuff your sweet potatoes. And I personally like to add a little bit of green onion on top and a little more of Paleo ranch sauce. It just makes it so good. And for the Instant Pot, 20 minutes pressure cook on high, 10 minutes natural release, and again shred the chicken, toss it back, let it absorb all the flavors from the sauce, and you're done. So that's it. Now I'm going to add all the chicken. Let's start with our barbecue ranch chicken flatbread pizzas. It's going to be half a pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast. I'm going to be using frozen chicken. Just makes it so much easier. It saves me so much time. For this one, half a pound, about 2. For our Hawaiian chicken fajitas, we're going to use 1 pound, do about 3. Perfect. And for a roasted Dijon, I'm going to use chicken thighs. Well, let's add this last one first. It's going to be 1 pound for the Paleo buffalo chicken stuffed sweet potatoes. 1. Let's give this one a little more love, and that's it. Now with our chicken thighs, for this one we're going to need 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So here. Oh, these ones are actually really good. No fat needs to be trimmed. So 2. And that's it. Perfect. We're done. Now I only have to take the air out of the bag, sip it, put it in the freezer, but we're pretty much done, so I don't take more time out of your day. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I really hope you make these meals because they are delicious. Ciao. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. It really helps us grow our channel and continue to put out more awesome freezer cooking content like this. Also, we really want to hear what you guys like, so please be sure to leave a comment below with your favorite freezer meal recipe from this video, and if you have any suggestions for which type of recipes you would like to see next. For more freezer meal recipes, free cooking classes, and free cookbooks, be sure to check our site freezerfit.com. Happy cooking! Ciao!